Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a glute focus workout. I have a light to medium resistance band, but it is totally optional. As always, you can do this completely body weight if you don't have resistance, or if you'd like to kind of still have something and you have little ankle weights or something like that, there will be an opportunity to substitute for those. So when we're ready, we'll go ahead and get started. In a standing position, you're going to thread that band around your lower thigh, so just above your knee. Then get started at one side of your mat. We're going to make our way through some crab walks. You want to sit very low into your seat and just walk a couple times across your mat. Once you reach the other end, you're going to sit low and squat all the way up. And then once again, walk around the other side of your mat, sit low and squat. It's really opening up and starting to engage our outer thighs. The wider that you step, the more that you'll feel resistance in your band, and the more that you'll activate into your outer glutes. So a step lift to draw into the belly, keeping that slight hinge of your chest over your thighs the entire time. Alrighty, let's find 4 more. Nice. My mat is about 3 crab walks distance across, but finding a good pace for you. This kind of depends on the resistance of your band. The heavier your band, the less width that you'll be able to step out. All right, so find 1 more time across our mat, then we'll meet anywhere on your mat. You're just gonna hold low in those squats. So sitting low, just kind of pulsing it out, little up and down. Option to reach those arms up and overhead, challenging your balance a little bit. Think about reaching your fingertips and creating a long diagonal line out through your hips. Sitting low into your heels, perhaps the toes can lift. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, widen the band just a little bit, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift all the way up, and then slowly lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. We'll find ourselves in a roll down position, scoop into the belly, slowly peel your weight against your band, and then when you're ready, we will take our feet to the floor, just a couple inches apart, and our arms long by our sides. Starting with your pelvic curl, you have a nice heavy tail, a little bit of space underneath your low back, like the natural curvature of your spine. When you're ready, you'll tuck your tail, imprint that low back, scoop to peel it up, squeeze those glutes. We'll find a little widening of our band. Back through center, round and roll yourself down. So slow and steady, getting that nice spinal massage on the way up, on the way down. And then widen your glutes, your knees away from each other. Create resistance in your band. Once again, working into your outer thighs and your under glutes. Nice, tuck to lift, peel it open, slow close, and release. Nice, you widen and roll down. We'll find 3 more at this slow pace. All right, tuck, 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 scoop to peel it up for 2. On our next one at the top, we will hold and just find those little outer glute squeezes. Little squeeze open, squeeze open. The wider that you squeeze, the more that you'll feel it. And try to hold that width. Just keep opening against the band. Try to keep those hips lifted and aim to hold those hips in line with one another, making sure that one hip doesn't dip a little bit lower than the other. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll pause with our knees over our heels. Find a flat back little hinge to lower halfway down and lift all the way up. Little lower and lift, lower and lift. If you'd like to find a little bit more hamstring activation, perhaps you lift your heels from the mat. Keep reaching through your fingertips, pressing your hips bones high towards the ceiling. Drawing into the rib cage will help to take weight off of your lower back. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Round to roll yourself all the way down. Nice. Give yourself a little hug in of your knees towards the chest before we find one more variation on our back. So replant those heels down on the floor, arms long by your sides. You'll tuck your tail, scoop to lift your hips up. For your shoulder bridge, prep. Root down through your left foot, lift your right knee to tabletop. Notice if you have a very heavy band, this will be very difficult, so you might need to drop it at some point, but you'll tap and lift. Each time that the knee pulls in towards the chest, can you draw a little bit into your lower belly and squeeze through that left glute to keep it lifted. Just here for 7, tap lift, 6, keeping the same amount of bend of your knee, hinging just from the hip. For 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll pause, open that right leg out to the right and close. Notice that that left hip will like to drop, it'll like to sway open, just challenging into that left glute and your stabilizer muscles. Just here for 3, and 2, and 1. Then replant that right foot down, lift high through both hips, round your spine, roll it down. Alrighty, tuck your tail, scoop and lift your hips. Other side, that left knee lifts to tabletop, lift up through that right glute, you lower and lift. It's an inhale as you tap, exhale back through center. For 8, notice if those shoulders are hiking towards your ears, can you keep them plugged down? 6, drawing in through the ribs. 5, 4, tap, lift. 3, 2, 1. You hold here, open that left knee out to the left and close. Just have 4 here and close. Keep that right glute lifted. Try to keep it as stable as you can as you abduct that thigh open. Your last one. And foot down, lift high through those hips, round and roll your spine all the way down. You'll lift up through your feet, slide that band off, and then when you're ready, you'll just take your right foot into the band and grab it with your hands, finding a little hamstring stretch, pull that thigh towards you. And for your IT band stretch, your glute stretch, you'll take it across the body, aiming to keep both shoulders rooted to the mat. And then draw back through center, and we'll switch sides. Thread your left foot in, right leg goes long, find that hamstring stretch. If you don't have the band, you can always just grab behind your thigh. When you're ready, you'll slide it over to the right, getting a little bit of a stretch through the IT band, a little twist through the spine, back through center. Then once again, we will thread that band around the thighs. And this time we'll come all the way up and make our way into a kneeling position. So you'll find yourself on all fours with your hands underneath your shoulders and your hips over your knees. From here, you can always come down onto your forearms if you feel like the wrists are sensitive or if you're arching into your back. We'll start with that right thigh. It'll extend out straight. Just tap the toe down and lift it up. Be squeezing into that glute and into your hamstring, making sure to keep the belly tight and keep pressing either into your palms or your forearms to lift the chest away from the mat. Alrighty, we're here for 6, tap, lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, you hold on this one. For your hamstring curl, bend, pull the heel in, and extend it out. So you bend and reach. Try to keep that knee lifted at the same height the entire time. Think of squeezing into the back of the thigh to pull the heel to the glute and reach it out. Pull the heel to glute and extend. For 6, 5, can you plug the shoulder blades down, away from your ears? 3, we're here for 2, and 1. Pause. You'll open that knee out towards the right and close. A little open and close. Drawing into that outer thigh once more. Keep pressing the palms away from the mat, activating into your chest for 8, 7, for 6, 5. You're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your last little bit. We'll all drop down onto our forearms, finding your bent knee pulses. Just a little kick back of that heel towards the ceiling to finish off. For 20. Remember to breathe. 15. Shoulders away from your ears. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently drop down to the knee. Send your hips towards your heels. Give yourself a little bit of a moment to release, maybe rocking those hips from side to side. And we will even it out, restacking our shoulders and palms. So that right side will now have to stabilize. Might be fatigue a little bit quicker on this side, but we will even it out as best we can. Left leg goes straight. You just lift and lower. Drawing into the belly, tap and lift. Feeling that resistance connecting to the glute as you lift the leg parallel to the mat. Alrighty, we're here for 6, for 5, 4, keeping your core tight, the ribs engaged, for 2, this one will hold up, flex to the heel, pull the heel to the glute, and extend it out for your hamstring curl. Keeping your proud chest, keep elongating the crown of the head towards that wall in front of you. The knee stays lifted, so we're engaging to the back of your glute. 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it lifted, open it out to the left and close. You open and close. Lifting from your outer thigh, your abductor. You open to squeeze, slow release. For 8, we're here for 7. Try to keep equal weight into both hands and hips, shoulders square to the mat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You pause, drop down onto your forearms, and send that heel high towards the ceiling. You just pulse it out. Your last 20. Remember to breathe, shoulders away from your ears. Alrighty, we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, send your hips towards your heels. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take the band off. Meeting in a nice seated position, let's find a butterfly to stretch out those glutes. Take soles of the feet together, knees wide. Use your hands to open the soles of the feet like a book, and then melt your heart forward. Nice. This will stretch into your inner and outer thighs. You can play around with how it feels to shift the heels a little bit further forward. Sometimes that helps get into more of your outer thigh. And then when you are ready, seal those knees closed. Gently lean yourself back a little bit. Take that right ankle over left thigh. And if you need, you can pull that left heel a little closer towards you. Open up your chest. Or this is always available lying down on your back as well. Lovely. When you're ready, we'll prop ourselves up and switch sides. Left ankle over right knee. Keep opening up your chest, spinning the shoulder blades back. And gently release into your stretch. And you're all set. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.